This is the all-new Cherokee, the smaller brother to the Grand Cherokee, a car-based SUV that is competing in a very hotly contested segment. Vehicles like the CR-V, the Ford Escape, the RAV4, and the CX-5 from Mazda. But what sets this vehicle apart? It's a Jeep. So we're not just going to drive along the coastal highway here in Malibu. We're also going to take this vehicle into the mountains and go off-roading, because that's what you do with a Jeep. Base Cherokee comes fairly well equipped. You get Bluetooth connectivity, power windows and door locks, air conditioning, and you get a 5-inch screen here in the center. Now this model we have has the 8.4-inch Uconnect system, which I think is worth the upgrade. But keep in mind, the 5-inch screen that you have in the base model used to be the top screen on the Chrysler family of products not that long ago. Overall impression reminds me of the bigger Grand Cherokee and the Dodge Journey, but that's not a bad thing. You see the stitching in the top of the dash and the overall layout of the radio and vents here, that's similar to the Grand Cherokee. But there's some features in here, like underneath the passenger seat, there's a hidden storage compartment. That's right out of the Journey. One thing you can get on some of the top models, a heated steering wheel. I particularly like that. You'll also notice behind the steering wheel in the instrument cluster, there's another screen there, and that's a programmable screen. It gives you information to the driver, but you can change different settings. Overall dimensions, good outward visibility, nice size windows. The back seat is a good size as well. Speaking of the back seat, it can actually travel forward several inches to give you more cargo space in the back, and that's why people buy these vehicles. Very functional. The big news with this Cherokee is it's the world's first 9-speed automatic transmission. That really is quite remarkable. Now, they've had continuously variable transmissions in Jeep products, in the Patriot and the Compass. Remember the old Caliber from Dodge in the past? They've now switched to a 6-speed. So why would they not go with, say, a CVT over more gears in the transmission? Well, they feel that the CVT has the feel that some people don't like. The engine gets ahead of itself and then the car seems to catch up. With this, you've got the traditional feel that most people like. So 9-speed automatic transmission gives you great fuel economy because the car is always in the right gear. Then you add in 2 different drive systems. There's the 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine. That produces 184 horsepower, which is right in the mix with other small SUVs that are available in Canada. And for just $1,300 more, you can go to the 3.2-liter Pentastar engine. That's a new size of Pentastar. The traditional one is 3.6. So you go to 3.2 and it gets you 271 horsepower. So almost 100 more horsepower than the 4-cylinder for $1,300 more. That's good value. Now we're going up Mulholland Highway here and the road is quite twisty. It's actually a lot of fun. And the chassis and the dynamics of this vehicle bubble to the surface because it's built on the Alfa Romeo Giulietta platform, the same platform that is used for the Dodge Dart. And the Dodge Dart is a great handling vehicle, and you get those dynamics with this vehicle too. It has more of a car-like feel. The steering is excellent with good feedback. Sometimes at highway speeds it may be a little bit twitchy, but I tell you what, going through the curves here, it really is a lot of fun, and it doesn't feel like a top-heavy SUV. It feels like a more planted feeling car, and that's what probably most people want. Sure, Jeep has the off-road capability, and we're going to test that out, but the majority of people are going to the mall, picking their kids up, and they want a car or a small SUV that feels solid on the road. Jeep has 2 drive systems and a purpose-built Trailhawk edition for off-road duty. The Active Drive 1 is a single transfer case, fully automatic system. This is what most people who don't get a front-wheel drive model will probably choose. Active Drive 2 has a 2-speed transfer case with low-range crawling capability. The front and rear drive shafts lock for better traction. Then there's the Trailhawk edition. It's the purpose-built Jeep Cherokee for off-road. We had a chance to experience the added ground clearance, better front and rear approach and departure angles, plus hill descent and low-speed crawling capability. The route that they had us take, I thought was only passable with a purpose-built Jeep Wrangler. But this Cherokee scampered up sand and rocks and down without any problem. This really is a Jeep through and through. Now the Cherokee, you know what? Chrysler really doesn't have a compact SUV. They had the Compass and the Patriot, But you know what? They missed the mark for so many people. If you're looking for something from Jeep that competes against CR-V, RAV4, all of that, this is the vehicle. Very competitive price, starts at just over $23,000 for a front-wheel drive model. Then you get into the all-wheel drive, it's almost $26,000. That's very competitive. The closest competitor on price probably would be the Forester. It's going to be interesting to see how the public takes to this vehicle. Styling definitely is eye-catching. You might like it or not like it, but after you see it for a while, it kind of grows on you. It's very unique. It's the first look at the Cherokee. A lot of technology packed into one small SUV.